Welcome back to This Day. If you're looking for some fun entertainment on New Year's Eve, then you are in the right place. Joining me now from the Laguna International Dancers Club is Marcella Lawson and Marina Kirch. So nice to meet you, ladies. Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
And so, Marcella, tell me, first off, how did you get involved in international folk dance?
Well, I never had a choice. My parents met folk dancing in college way back in the 1950s. And once I came along, I was the fourth of four children, and my family was just dancing every Friday night, and I didn't have any choice. I just had to go along.
How fun. God, what's some great family memories and traditions there.
Yeah.
What do you like about it? What's the best thing about it for you?
Oh my gosh. What I like about it is how it makes me feel. Because what international folk dance is, recreational dance from every country in the world. And so there's a huge variety. Like, there are dances that are energetic and playful and fun, where we shake and smile and laugh at each other. And there are other dances that are slow and soulful and meditative, and you can kind of go in this Zen state and just feel the music flow through you and dance. So I think for me, it's that feeling the music in my body and moving with it, and with friends, and looking across the circle or the line and smiling and seeing the other people having fun too. So
wow.
That's what I like about it.
I'm fascinated. I have a dance background, but I've never done folk dancing, so I'm
you
definitely
should come
fascinated.
to the party.
Absolutely. Now, is there partner dancing too, or is it normally like just done in a big group? Or?
So yeah, I was going to say there are all different kind of formats of the dance as well. There's a closed circle where we're all in a circle, holding hands, or there's maybe what we call an open circle, or we would call a line, where there's somebody at the head that's leading it. There's also dances that are maybe done in two lines facing each other. Those are usually called set dances. And then there's also partner dances, which could be individually partners, or what we call mixers, which are partners in a circle where you move people, like one person will move to the next, to the next, to the next.
Kind of how I envision dancing like in the Victorian era.
Yeah, there's definitely some things like that. Yeah.
Marina, tell me, for you, how did you get involved in international folk dancing?
My dancing history started about 25 years ago when I came to America, and I attended service in our temple, and it was dancing, Israeli folk dancing, after the service in the temple. And I participated. I loved it so much. I told my friends. And shortly thereafter, one of my friends said, "Do you know that in Orange County there is Israeli folk dance group?" And I found the information and started dancing with them every week. And at that time, our instructor was very popular Israeli dancer Yoni Kar. And then now we live in Laguna Woods Village for 8 years. I knew from the globe that there is a lot of clubs, including dancing, but I still was dancing with my Israeli folk dance group outside the village, and didn't decide to try. But this year, at the beginning of this year, I decided to try this village international dancers group, and I participated. I fell in love with absolutely beautiful music. Some music touched me so much, I'm almost crying, really.
Oh, wow.
But I have to continue dancing, even if I'm almost crying. Anyway, and I now attend 3 times a week, because we meet 2 times, and another session is on Tuesday morning with Laguna Woods Village International Folk Group Club on Tuesday. So I'm actually dancing 3 times a week, plus with my old Israeli folk dance group outside the village.
Okay. Yeah. So you do that every week as well, too?
Unfortunately, after pandemic, when they resumed dancing, it's only once a month.
Okay.
Once a month.
And when Marina started coming to our group, she had so much enthusiasm. After every dance, she'd go, "Oh, that's my new favorite. That's my new favorite."
I have my A-list of the dances I love the most.
Yeah.
And every time when there is request we can put on, who is doing this most of the time.
Tax the list.
From
of
my
requests.
A list. I want that, this, and this, and this. It's just
Well,
incredible.
obviously you love it, and
Very
so
much.
many benefits. I can't believe you've lived here for 8 years and just only now this past year finally got involved.
She's making
with it.
up for it.
But
really
remember,
fast.
at pandemic, it was nothing.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Yes. So that took away 2 of the years.
Absolutely.
Well, you also have a great event coming up on New Year's Eve. Tell me about this
Yeah.
event.
So one of the fun things we have is we have a band that's associated with our club. Not exactly connected, but several of the members are in the band. And so the band will be playing live. We have a 7-member band that everybody plays multiple instruments. And we'll be playing the music from all these different countries, from Romania, Bulgaria, Greece, Turkey, Western Sahara, Israel, all kinds of places. And so they'll play the music and sing in all those languages while the rest of the group dances.
Oh, how nice.
So, and we will have food and drink and merriment. And so we'd love to have people come out. If you've never tried folk dancing before, come and listen to the music and try it out. We won't have instruction for this party, but I know there are people out there in the village who folk danced in the past. So if you're looking for something to do on the New Year's Eve, come and dance with us.
Oh, sounds very fun. And so you can still get tickets? You
Yeah,
need a
you can
ticket
pay
to attend?
at the door, right? And we're in Clubhouse 7 and 7 to 10 p.m. We're doing what some people call the Chicago New Year's, where it's New Year's at 10 p.m. Our time is New Year's in Chicago, so we'll
Okay.
celebrate, hooray, at 10 p.m.
I hadn't heard of that one before. That's so interesting. Yeah, I've always just done either the 9 p.m. in New York or the re-air of the 9 p.m. at midnight.
Bobby, I would like to add that it's not only dancing, we are like big family. We celebrate birthdays and holidays, and people share food and stories and jokes, and it's absolutely incredible.
I love that. And that's what it's all about, that connection, right?
Absolutely.
And it just helps that dancing releases endorphins and makes you feel so good. And so not only are you having the camaraderie, but then you're doing this activity together that is really bonding and fun as well.
And it's good for our bodies and our brains, because you have
Yes.
to memorize, sequences and patterns, and that's one thing that's really good for keeping our brains sharp.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I understand, like, if you're coming to the event, if you're able to bring a treat, sometimes people
Sure.
bring treats to share.
Yes, but it's not required. But you can.
How
Yeah.
fun. And do you get different treats from like different
Sometimes,
cultures,
yeah,
countries?
depending on
Yes, sometimes.
depending
yes.
on who's coming and what they bring.
I bet
Yes.
that's really fun
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Do you ever, when you're teaching the classes or teaching the dances, do you ever discuss, like you were saying about the music from different countries and any of the backgrounds or things like that?
Mostly from in our club we talk about stylistic or technique things. I mean, the club is primarily just for social, fun, recreational, but we'll talk about, what's unique in this particular country. This kind of movement would be typical, and to sort of accentuate how that typical movement is.
Yeah.
It's more that kind of thing. Sometimes a little bit when it would be used, but yeah.
Yeah, well, super interesting to learn all this.
Also in our group, of course, not only people from America, it's from different countries. Like, for example, I came from Lithuania, and my main language is Russian. And of course, I'm very excited when we dance Russian dances, or from Ukraine, from former Soviet Union republics. It's very nice. Also, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our great teachers, Lee, Marcella, Gila, Terry, because their passion and love for dancing make our sessions absolutely perfect.
Absolutely, yeah. It's always incredible when you have great instructors. And so tell me about the club and changes that you have coming in the new year.
Yeah, so in the new year, we're going to have an afternoon dance session, which we've only been dancing in the evening and the morning. The Tuesday group meets in the morning, and then we've been meeting in the evenings. But we're going to try an afternoon on Fridays. So it's going to be in Clubhouse 7, 1:30 to 4. And we know in the village there's tons of dance opportunities. A lot of people dance in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. And so we thought, let's dance in the afternoon and see who else would like to come and join us. Because, international folk dance was huge in the 70s, in the 60s and the 70s. Every college campus had big folk dance clubs. So I know there are people out there in the village who danced as young people in college age. So, come remember those great times and join us on Friday afternoon in Clubhouse 7.
How fun.
First step they need to do, come and look, and they will be hooked. I assure you.
You'll be hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finally, you just got to make that effort and just finally go.
Right.
And it's $7 at the door.
Yes, $7 at the door, and there's no series, so you can come. And beginners are welcome. And our format is basically the first hour or so we do easier dances, more teaching, and in the second half we do more complex dances or and less teaching and requests. Yeah. Yeah, so
And requests.
especially new people for sure come at the beginning because
Yes.
we'll be doing more teaching and it'll be more simpler dances.
Awesome. And then you'd mentioned you also, there's a sister group that dances on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So if you're enjoying it and you want more, there's other opportunities,
Absolutely.
with the group to
Yes.
keep dancing more. And why not 3 days a week? I mean, they recommend 3 days a week for exercise, right? So what a great way to get your exercise.
It's great for your spirit and health, and when I really believe that dancer is more happier person.
Happier person. Yeah.
Happier person.
Yes, absolutely. Well, so nice to meet you, ladies. Thank you for coming on and telling us, and good luck with your event.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you
for having us.
If you have any questions or need more information, contact the Laguna International Dancers at lagunadancers@gmail.com or call Marilyn at 949-939-0604. Stay with us. We'll have more of This Day right after this.